Imagine scrolling through your ex's social media. Each post feels like a dagger to your heart. The anger rises, threatening to consume you. But what if this fury could be your ticket to freedom? What if the pain you're feeling is actually a catalyst for growth? Welcome to a revolutionary approach to dealing with breakup anger. The end of a relationship can feel like the end of the world. The anger that follows is often overwhelming and all-consuming. But what if this anger isn't your enemy, but a powerful ally in your healing process? Breakup anger isn't just rage. It's a complex cocktail of emotions. It signals a profound loss of connection and control. Understanding this is crucial for your healing journey. Anger often masks deeper feelings of hurt, betrayal, and fear. It can escalate from mild irritation to all-consuming rage in a heartbeat. The goal isn't to banish anger, but to harness its energy for healing. We've all heard well-meaning advice from friends and family. Just move on, they say, or there are plenty of fish in the sea. Perhaps you've even heard the age-old adage, time heals all wounds. But these platitudes often do more harm than good. Suppressing anger can lead to prolonged emotional suffering and unexpected outbursts. Forced positivity in the face of genuine pain can be invalidating and counterproductive. True healing involves processing your emotions, not ignoring them. It's about facing the storm head-on, rather than trying to outrun it. This is where our revolutionary approach comes in. Our method isn't about controlling your anger. It's about riding its waves to reach the shores of healing. We call it mindful anger transformation, and it's changing the way people navigate post-breakup emotions. The first step is to recognize your triggers. Learn to identify what specifically ignites your anger. Is it a photo of your ex with someone new? A song that reminds you of happier times? Once you've identified the trigger, allow the emotional current to flow. Let the anger move through you without judgment or resistance. Observe it like a scientist studying a fascinating phenomenon. Next, shift your focus from mental anguish to physical sensations. Where do you feel the anger in your body? Is it a tightness in your chest, a heat in your face, or a knot in your stomach? Use your senses to anchor yourself in the present moment. What do you see, hear, or smell right now? This sensory grounding breaks the cycle of rumination and brings you back to the here and now. Finally, practice self-validation. Acknowledge the pain and loss underlying your anger. It's okay to feel hurt. It's natural to feel angry after a significant loss. Your anger isn't just emotional. It's a physiological response rooted in our evolutionary past. Breakups activate the same brain regions as physical pain, which explains why it hurts so much. Anger can serve as a protective mechanism against vulnerability. It's your brain's way of trying to shield you from further hurt. But while it may offer temporary relief, chronic anger can keep you stuck in the past. The good news is that our brains are incredibly adaptable. Through mindfulness practices, we can rewire our neural pathways, promoting healing and emotional resilience. It's not about erasing the past, but about changing how we relate to it. Let's look at a real-life example. Meet Alex, who was devastated after his 5-year relationship ended abruptly. Anger consumed his thoughts and disrupted every aspect of his life. Alex felt powerless, obsessively checking his ex's social media and imagining scenarios of revenge. His sleep suffered, his work performance declined, and he pushed away friends who tried to help. Then Alex discovered our mindful anger transformation approach. At first, he was skeptical. How could simply observing his anger make any difference? But as he practiced the techniques, things began to shift. He started recognizing his triggers before they overwhelmed him. He learned to ride the waves of anger instead of being swept away by them. After 6 weeks of consistent practice, Alex noticed significant changes. Obsessive thoughts about his ex decreased by 60%. His sleep quality improved dramatically, and he felt more energized during the day. Most importantly, Alex felt empowered. He was no longer at the mercy of his anger. He could acknowledge his pain without being consumed by it. Let's break down how to apply this in real post-breakup scenarios. Imagine you feel the urge to check your ex's social media profile. Stop and take a deep breath. Focus on the sensation in your fingertips as you hold your phone. Notice the tension in your body, the quickening of your heartbeat. Acknowledge your feelings. I'm feeling hurt and curious, and that's okay. Now you have a choice. You can choose to engage with those feelings without acting on them, or you can redirect your attention to something more productive. Here's another common scenario. You're chatting with a mutual friend who mentions your ex. You feel a surge of anger rising. Notice the tension in your jaw, the heat in your face. Shift your attention to your feet on the ground. Feel the solid earth supporting you. Validate your emotions. It's natural to feel angry when reminded of the loss. As you practice this approach, you'll likely encounter some common pitfalls. One is the revenge fantasy. It's common to dream about making your ex regret their decision. While these fantasies can feel satisfying in the moment, they often leave us feeling worse. Instead, redirect this energy into self-improvement. Your best revenge is living well and becoming the best version of yourself. Another pitfall is the what-if spiral. It's easy to get lost in hypotheticals, wondering how things might have been different. What if I had done things differently? What if I had been a better partner? While reflection can be helpful, excessive rumination keeps us stuck in the past. When you notice yourself spiraling, gently bring your attention back to the present moment. Focus on what you can control now. The idealization trap is another common pitfall. In our pain, we might romanticize the relationship, remembering only the good parts. This can make our current situation seem even more unbearable. Remember the relationship realistically, acknowledging both the good and the bad. A balanced reflection aids in healing and helps us learn for future relationships. As you master your breakup anger, you'll notice a ripple effect in other areas of your life. Your emotional intelligence will increase, leading to healthier future relationships. You'll communicate better and understand your own needs more clearly. You'll find it easier to maintain mutual friendships without awkwardness. Your growth will inspire others who are going through similar struggles. Instead of a narrative of victimhood, you'll create a story of resilience and personal growth. Some of you might be skeptical. You might think, my anger is justified. Why should I let it go? Remember, this isn't about dismissing your anger or pretending you're not hurt. It's about using your anger as a catalyst for growth rather than letting it control you. It's about honoring your emotions while not being ruled by them. It's a path to freedom, not repression. Your healing journey starts with small steps. Begin by practicing with minor irritations before confronting major triggers. Consistency is key. It's like building a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger you become. Practice mindfulness daily, even on good days when you're not feeling angry. This builds your emotional resilience muscle, preparing you for when strong emotions hit. It's about being proactive rather than reactive. Keep a journal of your anger episodes. Track patterns and progress. Celebrate small victories, like catching yourself before lashing out or choosing self-care over rumination. These small wins add up to significant change over time. Consider joining a support group or seeking guidance from a therapist. Remember, asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. A professional can offer personalized strategies and support as you navigate this journey. The end of a relationship isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new chapter, one where you emerge stronger, wiser, and more in tune with yourself. Embrace your anger, transform it, and use it as fuel for your personal growth. Your journey from breakup to breakthrough starts now. With each mindful moment, each conscious breath, you're reclaiming your power. You're turning pain into purpose, anger into growth. Remember, healing isn't linear. There will be ups and downs, steps forward and steps back. Be patient with yourself. Treat yourself with the same compassion you'd offer a dear friend going through a tough time. As you practice this approach, you'll discover strengths you never knew you had. You'll uncover parts of yourself that were perhaps overshadowed in your relationship. This is your opportunity for self-discovery and reinvention. Your future self will thank you for the work you're doing now. By facing your anger head-on and transforming it, you're setting the stage for healthier, more fulfilling relationships in the future, including the relationship with yourself. If this approach resonates with you, share this message with others who might be struggling. Subscribe for more insights on emotional resilience and personal growth. Join our community of healing and transformation. Together, we can change the narrative around breakups and anger. We can create a world where emotional pain is seen not as a weakness to be hidden, but as an opportunity for profound personal growth. Your journey starts now. Are you ready?